Howdy y'all, Lteddy here. If you noticed, I really enjoy Hearthstone. And if you're a diehard fan, you know I love anime as well. So they're dressed like this because they're these aliens that they're suppressing, but I get a lot of people asking my thoughts on other card games. Magic, Runeterra, Gwent, and even... So here it is, basically a video essay on why I stick to the one game. Because I can afford it. I started playing Hearthstone way back when Old Gods came out. I needed a game to play on my 90-minute long streetcar commute in Toronto, but endless runners and those games at the time got tired quick. Needed something that I could play for a while. It took me a while to figure out, but if I can describe it quickly as possible, it's just the feeling of playing the game. I know, hear me out. I used to play card games when I was a kid. I'd feel like I was on an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! In those really close games. I'm not sure if this was just a me thing, but if it was you too, hey, slap that like button so I can feed my family. And I realized that I can get this feeling with Hearthstone too, especially as an adult. It's just crazy the amount of details that people don't think about. So many other card games just don't do anything special when you play cards. For example, there's 3 tiers of crowd cheers that play when you hit the face with differently sized minions. Other games do this too. Magic the Gathering with bigger explosion sounds. Pokemon has special type attacks, but kind of just the same animation per type. Gwent can't really do anything, because it's a score game, not a life point game. Runeterra has the same hit sounds, but does make up for it for a really flashy end screen. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has different sounds for each type of hit, but it has these signature moves, which feels just like the anime. No one asked, but just the feeling that you have to draw back your card, kind of like how they do in the anime, it just, oh, chef kiss. These are the little small details that I really enjoy in these card games to make it really stand out. I know a lot of people overlook this, but it's these small little things all around that really add up. I mean, there's balancing the game, but I don't know, who needs that these days? It's the same for sort of like spell type cards that kind of have the same animation throughout, but Hearthstone feels a little bit more unique with their spells. Like, they could just make one board clear animation, but no! New ones, every card! Put that animator to work. And they do this with almost every card and expansion. And it's just the fact that certain minions are played, that they get their own voice lines, attack lines, or little theme music. Like, it's really impressive. And these animations are generally changed and updated with new cards, and the minions are so full of character. Like, you can't tell me that there's a few that just stick out in your head. I think it's because a lot of them share a tiny story with them as well. For example, Prize Plunderer. If you don't know, Plunderer means basically thief. And being in a carnival, he clearly stole that.
Give me that! Look what I won!
And when he attacks, by no means he's lying.
I won this!
See, why would he lie about that? And Fortune Teller kind of tells your fortune.
I see betrayal in your future. I see a great love in your future. I see a powerful ally in your future.
And even the new corrupted cards have 2 different sets of voice lines. For example, a new favorite of mine, this guy.
Oh boy, Jerry!
Dude's just happy to be around, but if you corrupt him...
Another screw!
That's what I'm talking about. They didn't have to do that. Cards can also interact differently if they recognize you or an opponent, or certain characters as well.
Well, hello, handsome. I look good.
And if you haven't noticed, each class kind of has a theme too. I'll describe the best that I can, but hunter cards can really sound hunty. Like lots of bow and arrow, creeks and wood, shifting in equipment, arrow quills. Druids are earthy, focusing on that sort of tree root sound effect, but it comes in a different bunch of ways of armor or minions. Rogues are smoky, clean, and precise cuts, while demon hunters have very big, messy, and brutal cuts. Warlocks focus on demons and dark magic, which emphasizes on the blood magic type and summoning effects. Shamans are fueled by electricity and elements, giving you sort of that earth, wind, and fire vibe. Paladins and priests go to Sunday school, and mages wield, obviously, a lot of magic. And the last component to tie it all together is the music. Every board has a distinct music track that gives this earthy, rustic, dare I say, tavernous sort of feel. Most of the games that I play online, I generally turn off the music and listen to my own music. I'm sure you do too, but this is one of the few exceptions that I rarely do that. But for the most part, this is staying on. So that's basically it. I guess I'm just a big sucker of emotions in games. I understand that some games do have these qualities, if not even better, but I find Hearthstone just does it pretty well overall. For example, some games can have way better art and way better 3D, but they'll lack in the sound or in the animation department, and vice versa. It's not the greatest, but at least it's the most well-rounded. So if you excuse me, I think I'm going to play some more Hearthstone now since I can afford it. Ah, shit. Hey, thanks for watching. I always kind of want to do these sort of videos, so let me know what you think. Hopefully I was able to articulate everything that I wanted to say, because again, all those other games I mentioned are fantastic games. Okay, I wasn't a fan of Gwent, but everything else was pretty pog. I stream on Twitch, check that out in the description. Maybe I'm streaming right now, and I'll see you in the next one.